Greetings, Guardians. This is Olympus Alliance, and today we're talking about one of the oldest protectors of Dominion, reborn through the power of progress, the mighty Judge. A control hero from the Progress faction, Judge has always stood for one thing: balance through precision. He's not just a controller. He's a master of energy flow and protection, a sentinel who defends his team from chaos with calculated force. His shields can absorb all types of damage, his rift can slow down entire formations, and his thunderstorm brings forth devastating magic strikes that also stun his opponents. But to unlock the real power of Judge, you need to understand the heroes that bring out the best in him, the ones who turn his control into full domination. Let's begin with Astrid and Lucas. Together, they form an incredibly efficient front line. Judge's stuns perfectly align with Lucas's transformation, creating a wall of resilience. Astrid only needs 3 regular attacks before Lucas becomes the beast, and once transformed, he soaks up damage like a true tank. Meanwhile, Judge's stun cycles keep the pressure on the enemy front line, preventing retaliation and letting Lucas hold position. This creates a reinforced line that continuously disables the enemy formation, allowing your backline to execute freely. Now, when it comes to exploiting Judge's lightning-based abilities, Polaris shines as one of his best partners. Judge's lightning storm is already devastating against low health or dodge-reliant opponents, but with Polaris by his side, the chaos multiplies. Her constant stuns create a chain of paralysis, ensuring that the enemy team remains locked down. Their synergy slows, stuns, and disables, leaving your opponents unable to move, attack, or respond. It's not just control, it's complete suppression. Pairing Arachne with Judge creates another type of storm, one based on layered control. Both heroes thrive on stunning and disabling opponents. Arachne's precision strikes focus on the weakest targets, while Judge's area stuns ensure that no one escapes. Against teams that rely heavily on one damage dealer and multiple supports, this duo completely breaks their rhythm. The damage dealer falls early, and the rest crumble without support. If you're thinking about accelerating your front line's energy, Folio is your answer. The Living Book brings massive magic power and incredible energy flow to Judge's team. When Folio activates his ink copy, Judge receives an instant boost in energy, allowing him to trigger his shield and lightning storm more frequently. Together, they create an elegant balance of delay and destruction, stunning enemies repeatedly while amplifying the front line's sustainability. Folio's crowd control and Judge's stun rotation leave enemies completely unresponsive. And then there's Tempest. Time itself bends to his will, and when combined with Judge, it becomes a tactical weapon. This pairing creates a team that specializes in locking down opponents through time-based control. Judge stuns and slows, Tempest freezes time completely, and the entire battlefield moves to their rhythm. The enemy formation collapses under the combined effect of reduced speed, delayed abilities, and constant magic damage. This synergy is perfect against fast, aggressive teams that rely on combo bursts, because here, time stands still, and the enemy can do nothing but watch their defeat unfold. Now let's talk about the supports that transform Judge's shields from strong into unbreakable. Judge's shields can absorb an impressive amount of damage, but alone, they aren't enough to withstand relentless pressure. That's where Julius steps in. His shields not only block physical and magical damage, but also heal allies, cleanse debuffs, and grow stronger every time they're applied. When combined with Judge's own barriers, the result is a wall of protection that regenerates and amplifies with every wave of attacks. It's an unbreakable defense cycle, continuous, synchronized, and immensely frustrating for your enemies. Still, even the strongest shields can be overwhelmed. That's where Isaac makes his entrance. Together, Judge, Julius, and Isaac form the holy trinity of the Progress faction's defense, a rotation of shields, healing, and energy protection that keeps your team alive far beyond what opponents expect. Isaac's shields stack and complement both Julius and Judge, creating a rhythm of defense that becomes almost impossible to break once it starts rolling. This combination can endure heavy magic damage, high burst attacks, and even pure damage waves if played correctly. But sometimes, strength isn't about endurance, it's about balance. That's where Electra becomes invaluable. She turns herself into a living fortress, absorbing damage and retaliating with control. Her blinds, slows, and stuns reduce the incoming pressure on Judge's team and create openings for counterattacks. With Electra up front, your opponents will waste precious time missing attacks while Judge's Lightning Storm and Rift punish every mistake. She's not just protection, she's a moving control field that complements Judge perfectly. And when it comes to teams heavy on magic damage, Rufus is the natural guardian. His ability to turn incoming magic attacks into healing for his allies is priceless. Judge, even with his high magic defense, can still fall under the immense pressure of magic-focused teams. But Rufus absorbs that energy and converts it into life for everyone, keeping Judge free to focus on what he does best: stunning, shielding, and controlling the flow of battle. Together, they form the ultimate defense against mage-heavy opponents. But as always, even the strongest can be defeated. Judge's greatest weakness lies in his reliance on control and timing. Heroes like Polaris can turn the tables by stunning Judge first, disrupting his skill rotation before it begins. Once that rhythm breaks, his effectiveness drops drastically. Somna can temporarily neutralize him by transforming him into a sheep, and Lian can charm him into inaction, both removing his control power from the equation. Control reflection and immunity are also lethal to Judge's tactics. Soleil can reflect stuns through his halo, while Sebastian can shield allies from control effects altogether. Against these heroes, Judge's entire kit becomes less effective. And remember, his shield, while powerful, can become a liability against certain heroes. Oya deals more damage against shielded opponents, turning Judge's greatest strength into a weakness. Finally, heavy and unstoppable magic damage can break through Judge's defenses, especially from heroes like Folio and Mushy, whose abilities scale over time. Their constant output eventually surpasses the shield's durability, leaving the team exposed. So, what's the verdict on Judge? He's not the most explosive hero, but he's one of the most strategic. When paired with the right allies, his shields and stuns can completely suffocate an opponent's strategy. He thrives in organized teams where control, timing, and synchronization matter more than brute force. Build him right, and he becomes your anchor, the one who keeps the battle steady, the one who ensures your allies stay alive long enough to win. And remember, Guardians, your support means everything to us. If you enjoyed this guide and want to keep seeing more Olympus-style breakdowns, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your support helps us keep bringing these guides to life, for the entire Hero Wars Alliance community. Stay tuned, stay sharp, and as always, salute and friendship.